Welcome to the latest Savi webinar. And today we're going to be talking about the power of gamification. So first of all, a big thank you to everyone. I know that we've all got busy schedules. Hopefully we've got some exciting content for you today, and it'll be some time well spent. So just before we kick off with all the good stuff, a little bit of housekeeping. Please keep your mics muted. We just to ensure that there's no distraction for the guys that are speaking. There will be a Q&A session at the end. And if you've got a burning question, drop it into the chat and then we'll walk through those and we'll cover them at the end as well. We are recording this session, so you don't need to take notes. And we will be able to send it, the full recording and the decks across to you after the session. And lastly, there'll be a short survey that we'll send out after, and which we'd really appreciate you filling it in to help us with future content. So off we go. Today, I'm going to go through, most of you on the call probably heard of Savi, they know us, but I'm going to give you a quick introduction about who we are. We'll then hand over to Chris, who's the MD at EMC3, who are our partners in all things gamification. And he will talk to you around the psychology behind gamification, all the prize funds and the types of controls that we can have with Chris's platform, different activation types, creating a seamless user experience, why gamification is sustainable, and then we've got some good case studies for you. And as I mentioned, the Q&A session right at the end. Right, so let's just do a quick rundown of who we are here at Savi. We've been around for a long time, over 50 years, and we've got long-standing reputations with in the world of couponing and all things marketing incentives. Over the last couple of years, we've been on a bit of a journey of transformation, and we're developing cutting-edge digital and mobile solutions, and we'll go into some of the good insights that we're getting from our mobile application. What is our mission at Savi? It's to make marketing incentives work for everyone. So we are that conduit between the shoppers, the retailers and the brands. And you can see on the right hand side just some of the major retailers and brands that we work with. As I say, we're over 50 years old as well. So next shot, let's get into some stats. So over the past 3 years, at the end of every year, we've been diving into shopper behaviour and tracking the attitudes towards coupons and how they're evolving. And we've got some really interesting results here that we wanted to share with you. So a staggering 68% of shoppers would consider switching supermarkets if they couldn't redeem a coupon in that particular retailer. So that's a massive opportunity for the retailers to retain their customers. Unsurprisingly, we're seeing lots of brands using mobile coupons now, and I've got some more detailed stats on this in the next slide, but really to drive trials. So mobile coupons work really well for things like MPD, and we can see here that 76% of shoppers say that they'd try a new product, and that is actually 10% up on last year. So year on year, that stat is growing. 2/3 of shoppers prefer mobile over paper ones, especially among the younger demographics that we see. Their phones are attached to their arms, hips, hands constantly. So being able to deliver money off directly into their hands is great for them. And obviously sustainability is a key factor there. So no longer do we need to print hundreds of pieces of paper that get washed in jeans and left in wallets and forgotten about. So they're becoming more powerful than ever to influence loyalty and shape where people shop. This one, so for the past 3 years, we've been, sorry, beg your pardon, for the past 18 months, we've been running mobile campaigns. And as a result, we've started to gather and glean some really good insight into what works for which categories, and we can see the changing themes. So I wanted to just share with you some of the insight that we've recently found. So some more lovely stats for you. We all love a stat, me especially. We've now run over 60 mobile campaigns with we've got several currently live in the market. So that number is growing day by day. Excuse me. When mobile coupons first launched, we were seeing redemption rates of between 18 and 20%. So compared with paper, which we on average see around 6 to 8%, we're already impressive redemption rates there. But the current average redemption rates, we are now seeing at around 34%, meaning that as retailer acceptance grows, consumers becoming more accustomed to receiving a digital voucher, so the redemption rates rise accordingly. Just a piece on the average discount rate. You can see here, we've averaged the discount rate across all of our campaigns. So that might be a free product, it might be 50% off, or £1 or £2 or whatever. So that is a blended average rate from across all of those different campaigns. But it goes without saying, really, that when the product is free, you're going to get those higher redemption rates than a £1 or £2 off. One of my favourites here is being able to see which categories perform better with the digital coupon. The front runner for a long time has always been soft drinks. They're convenient. There's lots of them out there and lots of people using them. But until now, because you can see here that pet food has crept into the lead, and it's an impressive 72% redemption rates across all the mobile campaigns that we have run. And as a pet parent, I would do anything for my dog. But if I could get money off while I'm doing it, then that's a win-win. And then lastly, a piece on the distribution methods. So, of course, many campaigns will combine more than one of these. So you might have a campaign that is running in a piece of out of home and on social media, and it might encourage you to play a game as well. But unsurprisingly, we've seen the highest redemption rates when a QR code is on offer, on display in store, right next to the product, and with easy and quick access to redeem it because they take it straight to the till and away they go. We'll be continuing to collate and analysing all of our campaign data, and we will be adding it to our consumer survey, so the insights that I shared with you on the previous slide. But if you do have any specific questions around your category or distribution, then just drop me a line or drop one of the team a line, and we'll be happy to dig into the data and help you as much as we can. So that's all from me for now. I'm going to hand over to Chris and let him introduce himself and take you through the wonderful world of gamification. So over to you, Chris.
Thanks, Helen. So hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm really excited to be here today and talk to you about gamification and how we can elevate your brand experiences and drive real results. Thanks again, Helen and Abby, for including me. You know, we have such a great relationship, and some of the great campaigns we've worked on already. Hopefully, we'll be able to help some of these great brands who are represented today. To start with, let me introduce myself. I'm Chris Jeffries. I'm the founder and managing director of EMC3 Reality, our agency, where we believe that every moment counts when it comes to consumer experience. For the past 15 years, we've been helping some of the world's largest retail, consumer, and hospitality brands unlock the power of gamification, from creative strategy to technical execution. We deliver end-to-end solutions that drive higher consumer engagement, improve customer acquisition, increase rate of sale, frequency, and build stronger customer relationships and brand loyalty. Simply put, we help brands move beyond static marketing and into interactive, measurable experiences that consumers genuinely enjoy. Helen, if you could move on a bit. So now let's talk about why gamification works. So at its core, gamification applies game-like elements like points, rewards, challenges to a non-game environment. Why? Because it taps into psychological triggers. Human behaviour is heavily influenced by dopamine responses. Those satisfying bursts that we get from achieving a goal, winning something, or being rewarded for something for beating a challenge. And the numbers based on this really do speak for themselves. Studies have shown that gamified campaigns can boost engagement by over 40% and increase conversion rates to sales by up to 20%. And it's a win-win. Customers enjoy an interactive, rewarding experience, while marketeers gain valuable data, brand engagement, and real measurable results. So paramount to this is understanding consumer behaviour. To design an effective gamification, we have to understand what truly drives behaviour. Gamification taps into both intrinsic and extrinsic motivators. Intrinsic motivators include enjoyment, curiosity, and a sense of mastery, that want to level up and continue to get better at something. And extrinsic motivators include wins, discounts, prizes, recognition. Just a couple of really quick examples for you who are some campaigns that have really done well. So take McDonald's Monopoly, for example. This gamified experience is now in its 24th year. I mean, that's a huge, isn't it? I can remember playing this when I was a kid at school, you know, nipping at McDonald's and getting my little sticker off me Big Mac cup. But last year, it attracted more than 4.2 million unique players in the UK, huge. But most interesting with that is that they actually saw an increase of 191% in people using their digital secondary gamification platform to enter their unique codes. I mean, that really is the power of a well-executed campaign. And one of our campaigns that we ran with Savi, which we'll touch on a bit later on, is the Goodfellas Lucky Box campaign, which generated over 900,000 plays, and we awarded more than 73,000 redeemable coupons through Savi. Both campaigns delivered massive engagement by aligning with what motivates people and their behaviours. So just to touch on our technology, over the last 15 years, we've developed our own proprietary cloud-based gamification engine, which we call Engage. It's built to the same technical standard as a gambling platform, but purpose-built for brand campaigns, allowing full control over the number of prizes we distribute, real-time engagement monitoring, and budget optimization and forecasting. And how that works is we use a tiered reward system and probability mechanics to create exciting yet cost-controlled prize experiences. Our live dashboards and predictive analytics allow you to monitor spend and adjust that dynamically within the campaign. We balance appeal against budget with strategies like small value, high frequency rewards, such as redeemable coupons delivered through Savi, that feel generous without overspending from your budget. And it's all backed by algorithm-driven fairness to ensure that trust, transparency, and repeat participation. In short, Engage delivers powerful experiences and total control behind the scenes. So activation types. So we offer a variety of activation types, each tailored very specifically to campaign objectives and goals. So a spin to win, for example, is a fast, exciting mechanic, perfect for driving rate of sale or quick wins. Scratch cards mimic real-world experiences and create suspense through reveal mechanics. Digital treasure hunts promote longer engagement and exploration, great for product discovery within stores or even online. And instant wins are ideal for influencing consumers at the point of purchase, or limited time offers, and that really boost real-time participation in campaigns. But the key is to match the activation type with your campaign objectives. Are you looking for engagement? Do you want to drive rate of sale? Are you looking to try and increase frequency of purchase? Or are you looking to build long-term loyalty? When you align the game format with the KPI, the results follow naturally. So in today's world, seamless user experience is absolutely paramount. We prioritize intuitive UX/UI designs, so it should feel easy and natural. If users have to think too much about it, they drop off and fall away. We focus on mobile-first designs. Most users interact with their mobile phones, as Helen referred to earlier. So everything we create is built for speed, clarity, and simplicity on your mobile. If you can't play it with your thumb, the campaign's not going to work. Integrating campaign delivery, we want to make sure that campaigns plug straight into your existing channels: email, social, in-store POS, your existing native applications. So they enhance the consumer journey, they don't interrupt it. And frictionless reward fulfillment. Prizes should be easy to claim. Our system supports instant digital redemption through Savi and simple in-store fulfillment. So the customer it very intuitively knows how to redeem their offers and vouchers, which helps influence their behaviour, just how the campaign's architected. When the experience is seamless, users are more likely to engage and more likely to return. I think this is a great slide, actually, because sustainability is no longer nice to have, it's a must. Gamification, especially when done digitally, supports eco-conscious marketing in a few key ways. It's digital first, meaning your elements, meaning you eliminate physical waste from your printed materials, packaging, and single-use components. It encourages long-term engagement, reducing the need for constant production of short-term new assets. And you can build eco-friendly rewards such as reusable items, donations to environmental causes, or even messaging that promotes sustainable choices. This not only aligns with your brand values, it resonates deeply with today's socially conscious consumers. So we thought it'd be good here just to kind of give you some insights into a couple of case studies that we've recently done, both independently from Savi and with Savi directly. And we have lots of these case studies as well. So, at the end of this webinar in the future, if you want to have a look at some more relevant case studies, I'm sure we can find one that's pretty similar to the objectives that you might want to achieve. So this is a campaign that we run last year in partnership with Savi. It was for Mizcan Sarsens, and they wanted to run an instant win game, which was kind of a spin the bottle digital activation. And it was exclusive to selected Tesco stores to celebrate their 230th year of brewing vinegar. The activation was promoted through venues in the aisle with POS signposting consumers to scan the QR code with their smart devices and then purchase the 250ml gold label bottle of Sarsens for their chance to win instant prizes. The campaign statistics were actually very impressive. It showed a 19% ROS from people who actually scanned to then went and physically purchased the bottle. One of the real key KPIs for Sarsens was that they wanted to attract new customers who haven't purchased the product before. And the campaign showed that 66% of the people who played and purchased through the game had never purchased the product before, and 100% of all the prizes were distributed digitally. Sorry, Helen, could you? Sorry. So Goodfellas, again, this is a campaign that we ran in partnership with Savi last year. And Nomad Foods, actually terrific campaign, and this is a great example of looking at how we're not here just to help you fulfill elements of your campaign, but actually we're here to help plan the campaign, idealize the creative itself, and look at how we can come together to help you support the entire campaign journey and activation. So Goodfellas, in partnership with Savi and EMC3, they wanted to incentivize family nights in during the winter period. Together, we came up with the creative concept of Unboxed Pizza Night with Goodfellas Pizza for your chance to win a tasty grand to spend in every box, as well as mobile coupons for free pizzas and money off vouchers, and also vouchers which can be redeemed for entertainment packages such as iTunes, Netflix, Amazon. And it was really to promote a sense of coming together around, a delicious pizza in the home and things that you could do whilst you enjoy that great product. The campaign was live for 3 months in the UK, and the campaign was printed on 7 million boxes. So the consumer simply had to purchase the product and then scan the box in order to enter the game and prove that they purchased the product. Over the 3 months, we had a huge impact. The game generated over 900,000 engagements. That's 900 people who actually went onto the box, scanned it, and played the game, which is huge. As part of that, though, one of the key KPIs was promoting repeat purchase and frequency. So we actually delivered over 73,000 redeemable digital rewards back to consumers, which they could go back to the supermarket they purchased in and purchase further products at discount prices. And it was a real consistently successful campaign. On average, over 6,000 people played every single day. I mean, it was a huge success. It was a great story to share. Sorry, Helen.
Yeah, I'm trying. Sorry. It's sticky. Hold on. There we go.
Right, thank you. So this is a great, we wanted to include this one because this is a great example of how we are able, the way that our systems work, we're able to seamlessly, with very light touch integration, we're able to integrate our games directly into your existing infrastructures. So this is a great example of what we did with the Co-op last year, year before, sorry, where we integrated into their existing loyalty application. They wanted to launch a game around the Glastonbury Festival. We came up with the creative, which was musical matchup, and it was very specific in terms of its KPI. Co-op wanted to drive more users to download their app and create more loyal and get them to register onto their loyalty application, at the same time as driving footfall into stores. So the application was great. Across the Glastonbury Festival, users were invited to download their app, join their membership program, and have a chance to play musical matchup once per day, every day, during the Glastonbury Festival, 7 days. And they were signposted to do that through social media and also in-store POS. During the 7-day period, we had 87,000 overall plays. 65% of them re-engaged with the game, and actually 53. Sorry, I've noticed we put the stat on here. 53% of the players revisited the store within the 7-day period and played the game inside the store. So again, it was a huge win inside what we did for Co-op, and it was great to see that seamless user journey within their existing technology without any interruption. And the game was great. If you remember matching pairs as a kid, it really puts you under pressure. You got 30 seconds to try and match all the individual pairs. It was a real good game. Sorry, Helen. So let's quickly just recap on the presentation. Hopefully, I'm from Manchester, by the way, so I naturally speak probably a bit faster than most people. Hopefully, keep up. And it's good that it's been recorded in case you need to slow me down. But let's quickly recap on some of the key takeaways that we've talked about with gamification. Gamification drives powerful engagement by combining with fun, with behavioural psychology. Mobile coupons and rewards make redemption easier and increase conversion. And strategic planning is the difference between novelty and long-term success. And finally, sustainability and a seamless user experience aren't optional; they're expected by modern consumers. And EMC3, in partnership with Savi, we're here to help you build experiences that are creative, measurable, sustainable, and most importantly, effective. So I think back over to you, Helen.
Thank you very much, Chris. No, I've ended it. Yeah, thank you very much. No, really appreciate that. As always, like we say, I think we've probably got a few questions potentially in the chat. But there's info, get in touch if you wanted to ask a specific question. Abby, have we got any questions?
Yeah, we've got a couple of questions. Let me just get my notes. Where have they put? The first question is, I think it's for Chris. What's the best game for gamification? Is it a scratch card or a spin to win wheel or?
So as I tried to allude to inside the presentation, it's more important that we align the exact game type and the game play with the campaign objective. So whereas a scratch card or an instant win game is very effective at influencing that 0 moment of truth when someone's in an environment and should I buy product A or should I buy product B? I've got a chance to win something instantly here. Whereas a skill-based game is a great way to extend the brand messaging and the product benefits through gameplay. I mean, our most popular games are always instant win and scratch cards, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily the right game for your campaign. But that's what we'll work with you, hopefully, to discover.
Thanks, Chris.
Sorry? Good question.
I think this one is for you. Where can mobile coupons be redeemed? Like, I think they meant what retailers can you use them at?
Yes, the eternal question. So yeah, we are currently Tesco Main Estate, Tesco Express, Morrison's, the Co-op are all accepting digital mobile coupons. And we will be having some exciting news a bit later on in the year. We'll be introducing another retailer to that mix, but can't say who it is yet, but there will be some exciting news to follow. But yeah, that's who we've got at the moment.
Very exciting. And I guess this is for maybe both of you. How does the redemption process work for brands?
You want me to lead on that one, Helen? So again, where the EMC3 process works is that depending on the channel that we integrate with, whether it's a standalone game coming from POS where people scan a code, or they come directly from your existing app or your social page, ultimately what happens is we walk the consumer through a very intuitive journey of introduction. Thanks for accepting our invitation to the campaign. We'll then take them into any terms and conditions or gameplay, and then we'll move them into the redemption process where we link seamlessly with Savi's API to pull the redeemable offer or coupon or barcode, SKU code straight into the experience so that the consumer doesn't have to go anywhere or be interrupted. And then we'll direct them into the retailer where they can simply scan at EPOS.
Yeah, that's very conclusive. And in terms of, depending on the retailers will either charge the brands directly for the face value of that coupon, or we will manage that process on your behalf, pay the retailer on your behalf, and then charge you back for the redemptions. So that's how it works from our end. Is it? We're at 10:30.
We've got a bit longer. Don't
Oh,
worry.
have we?
We've got 2 more questions. One person has asked, what kind of customer insights do you receive after a campaign like this?
So from our side of it, actually, it's we create a whole stack of data points for you, and it's really understanding which data points are valuable to based on your campaign objectives. But everything from device type, we link to all Meta pixels, Google pixels, Facebook, everything. So we can pull in an absolute truckload of analytics for you. Frequency, repeat purchase, location, again, a huge amount of data. It's really understanding what we normally do when we plan a campaign is we look at the KPIs of what we're trying to achieve, and then we try and plan what information would support them KPIs and what additional information would be beneficial for you as well.
And then from our side, in terms of the mobile coupon redemption, we can tell you who's activated, who's scanned the QR code, who's activated the coupon, then who's gone on to redeem it. We can tell you day of week, time of day. We can tell you which store. We can have different QR codes for different types of POS, and then we can analyze which activation worked better and saw more scans than the next. So yeah, we can get into some granular data analysis for you too.
And there's just one more really quick question. I think it's for Chris. Can I integrate the game into my existing app or website?
Absolutely. Yeah, again, as I mentioned, so all of our technology is completely device and technology agnostic. It's all built through what we call our proprietary web viewer. So you can actually include it within your existing infrastructure or applications with a very light touch integration. There's very little for your technical team to do, actually, apart from display some URLs in the right places. And we do all the heavy lifting on our end. It's all built to do that.
I think that's it. No more questions. I think there's one more slide, Helen, just about other events.
Yes, so we're sponsoring and attending several events. We already have done this year. We were at MadFest up in Manchester earlier on this year. We will be at the FMCG in-store and e-commerce event in London in a couple of weeks' time. And we're also going to be at MadFest in London on the 1st and 3rd. So we've got a number of tickets as a result of that. And if you want to join us, if you want to get a ticket for one of those days, then drop us a line with your intention. We'll put all of the people that want to go into a ballot, and we'll be inviting some of our clients along to join us on those two events. So if you haven't been, MadFest, well worth a visit. So yeah, it just remains for me to say thanks so much for your time. If you've got any questions that come up after this or pop into your head throughout the day, then as I say, do get in touch, and we look forward to you joining us at our next Savvy webinar.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.